Welcome to Nifty Notions from So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I want to test out a new rotary cutter. It has a little feature that I'd like to try. The rotary cutter is a 45 mil, and it is from So Easy. The rotary cutter is a lightweight rotary cutter, and it has a non-slip handle, which will help us from not having to grip so hard. There's also a little rest right up at the top where we're going to be able to put our finger. It does have a lock on it, so the cover does get locked in when we're not using it. So we can just push that out, and it is now unlocked. The interesting thing about this rotary cutter is it has a rest on it. Most times when we're done with the rotary cutter, we just put it down and then we pick it up again. This particular one has its own rest, so it sits upright. So it's easy to grab whenever we need it, and wherever we put it, it stays upright. This rest stays right on the rotary cutter and does not need to be removed and does not need to be taken out of the way as we are cutting. When we press down, that cover comes up, so it exposes that blade for us. So it's going to go the depth that we want depending on how much fabric we have. So if I only have a little bit of fabric, I will have a little bit of that blade coming up. The thicker the fabric, the more this cover is going to open. But when we're done, it's going to go right back down and it sits upright. When it's not in use, we're going to be able to lock that, and that way that cover does not move at all. So there's nothing special that we need to do. Just press down. You can feel as soon as you push down that that blade is coming to the surface. And when I'm done, it pops right back up. And once we're done cutting, we can just sit it down. If you choose to cut without this safety on, we do have a little trigger. It's going to pull it back for us. We can lock that into the position, and now that full blade is exposed. So now that we're cutting, the rest is out of the way. And to put it back, just unlock that, and that rest comes right out to go in. Changing the blade is very simple on this, but I do have a little tip I'd like to share with you. We do need to remove this screw, and inside behind is a little washer. So what I like to do is mark them before I take them off. So we can just take a magic marker and just put a dot on the top of that bolt. And that way we're going to know that's the top of the screw. Now when we remove that screw, it won't matter which way that falls. We know which side to put on first. We also have this little washer. And the washer needs to go on like a hat, rolled up. And this would be the brim. But in order for us to remember, and this happens to be black, so I can't use a black magic marker, I can use a little whiteout dot. Then I'm going to know that's the top. From here, this is just going to pop off. We will be able to change that blade. For this little piece, it's never going to go on wrong because it's like a little key. It just fits right in. As long as it's not turning, we know it's on the right way. Hold that, turn it over. I have that marking on the washer, the marking on the screw, We could tighten that up. And now that that blade's been changed, we're going to be able to continue our projects. So it is a lightweight rotary cutter. It has this non-slip surface, an area for our finger, and this permanent rest, which we can take that permanent rest away or leave it there. So we have options when we are cutting our fabric. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe and come on back. Let's see where we're exploring next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.